Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we are going to discuss the most important calisthenics exercise that almost nobody is doing, and that is the body weight row, or the ring row, or as I call it, the reverse push-up. Okay, and the point to this exercise is basically to balance out your back with your front. Okay, that's the reason why I call this the reverse push-up, because what you're doing is when you do a push-up, you lay on your front and you use your front delt, your tricep, and your chest to push yourself up. What you're doing with this exercise is you are laying backwards with your arms in front of you, and you're using the opposite muscles to pull yourself instead of push yourself up. So one of the problems with doing a lot of push-ups is you get a strong chest, but you don't do anything for your upper back. You get a strong front delt, but you don't do anything for your rear delt. You get strong triceps, but you don't do anything for your biceps. And over time, this will cause all kinds of problems, okay? Me, for instance, I remember I was doing a video years ago. I had, for some reason, stopped doing my reverse push-ups. And, a guy commented, he's like, well, I can see you don't do shit for your rear delts, okay? And when I looked at the video myself, I actually took this as being like a encouragement, like this was actually constructive. He worded it in a really negative way, but it was actually constructive because I looked at myself and it was almost like, it almost looked as though I had surgically removed my rear delt. Like somebody actually cut the top and the bottom of the muscle and just cut it out of my body, because I had like a front delt, I had a side delt, and in the back there was just nothing. I looked deformed, okay? Which means that it's not an aesthetically balanced physique, okay? Now I'm bulking right now. You're not going to see a lot of separation, but you can see that I got my front delt, I got my side delt, and my rear delt is actually coming up pretty good, okay? So that is, like I said, for aesthetic reasons, this is very important. But beyond aesthetic reasons, my girlfriend actually was having problems with her shoulder, okay? And she actually went to different doctors. She went to different physical therapists, chiropractors, trying to figure out what's wrong with her shoulder. Well, apparently what the problem was is she had been doing chest presses, and different types of pushing exercises, but she hadn't been doing any horizontal rowing to balance it out, okay? Because like I said, that's what you do. When you push, you use your front deltoid, okay? When you push, you use your chest. When you push, you use your tricep. But when you pull and do the same exercise as the push-up, but the reverse push-up, you're using your bicep, you're using your rear delt, you're using your upper back, okay? The exact opposite muscles as a push-up. And like I said, since she had been doing so many pushing exercises, her front muscles were actually pulling her arm forward and causing her shoulder pain. So she had to stop doing pressing exercises and just do a whole lot of reverse push-ups, okay? So like I said, this is something that's really important. You go to the military, you go into like sports, you go into martial arts, and you're constantly doing push-ups, 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 and you're strengthening the front of your body. But like I said, not only is it not aesthetic to have a bad back, not only is it, it just doesn't give you a well-balanced aesthetic physique, but you're actually causing over years and years and years injuries to your shoulder, okay? Muscle imbalances, you're pulling the joint out of line if you don't balance it out, okay? And, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, they're doing pull-ups, which is great, okay? Vertical pulling like pull-ups is great. That's, where you get your lats, your width of your back, that's where you get your biceps trained as well. But if you want to have like a thick back, you need to do some sort of rowing exercises. And whether you're doing calisthenics, which is unweighted body weight calisthenics, or weighted calisthenics, which is basically the same exercises with weight, you really need to do some sort of row to go ahead and get in your thick back. You get that like little turtle shell where your back isn't just wide, but you actually look at from the side, you got a nice deep crease in the middle, and you got a nice, thick back on the sides. And like I said, to get that, you definitely need to introduce the ring row. Anyway, if you guys are interested in a weighted calisthenics or a calisthenics program that trains your entire body, okay, using nothing but weighted calisthenics, you got to check out rsamworkout.com, the Raw Strength and Muscle Workout. It is the exact program that I use to go to doing like really heavy duty bodyweight calisthenics, and then I continued using it to add weight into it, and I got extremely, extremely strong. All the muscle that I built, all the strength that I built came purely from calisthenics first body weight and then weighted. Check it out, rsamworkout.com. Links down below. Aside from that, appreciate you guys watching the video. Subscribe if you hadn't, and I will see you in the next video.